So it's no secret, I recently got a corneal transplant. And if you're watching this, maybe you're going to go through the same thing, or maybe you're just wondering how someone bounces back from something this serious. Either way, this is going to be my story. One about perspective, healing, and vision. Not just what we see with our eyes, but how we see the world. It started on October 23rd, the day I was supposed to get a corneal crosslink. That morning, I went for a 5K. It was gonna be my one last push before I headed into recovery. Taking some break time to run a 5-kilometer run before this operation. Won't be able to run for about a week, so I'll be stuck walking and cycling, which sucks, but you know, gotta make do. So we're gonna launch Strava or NRC, and then we're gonna get to this run. It's literally dark, like you can't see shiz, but we're gonna run it. A banana, peanut butter and jelly, cool air, and I felt unstoppable. Then halfway through, I ran into a construction zone. No cones, no warnings, and I just laughed it off. 5 in the morning, I already ran over a fucking sign. Great. Definitely not my best 5K, but stats, not too bad. Definitely could be faster, but I did eat shit during the run, so that did eat up into my mile time. Luckily my watch alerted me that, hey, are you okay? So that's one reason why I really love the Apple Watch. And I'm really thinking about getting like an Ultra because of running. Like, it's good to run and stuff, but the tough part with this hobby is carrying your phone around and running, because sometimes you're not looking at it, and the watch is just a quick glance to see your beats. So yeah, good run. We're gonna do a quick cool down. Decided to run in my compression gear. It feels really comfortable. Like, my back is not really that sore, which is a great plus. And you can edit this video on the plane anyway. So we're bringing a laptop too. So yeah, we're gonna go home, do this quick cool down walk. And of course I finished it at a sub 30, and I thought, of course it would happen today of all days. After the run, I filled up, packed, and caught my flight to Oʻahu. Didn't know this existed, but they actually have protein candy bars. This is gonna be lunch today, so Hershey's cookies and cream, the one. I'm very curious how it tastes. It's pretty expensive, but you know, we'll see how it goes. 18 grams, 3 grams of sugar, inspired by the cookies and cream. I mean, it's definitely not the best macros, honestly, but does the job, so yeah. Last time seeing this for a while. Beautiful. Peep is a fit though. We got the, I don't know if you can see it, but we got the Comme des Garçons and pretty much Young LA fitted out. Thoughts on the cookies and cream protein bar. It's aight. Doesn't taste like how it's supposed to. It just gets the job done. So just eat this. We got a 45-minute flight and maybe 20 minutes for the Uber, and then we'll be on the island of Oʻahu. So see you then. Just landing back. We're in but we're heading to Oʻahu right now, so let's go. We are an hour out from surgery, but we are at the Old Cannery Mall. It's a very small strip mall. Yep. There isn't much in here, so we'll walk around and see what's up. So I wasn't aware that there's an actual gym out here. This is crazy. Bought my brother some lunch, but golly, that's a lot of food. Holy shit. Ooh. All right, it's time for it. Big day, big time. I am still surprised that there's a freaking gym in the middle of a mall. This is crazy. When it was finally time for my surgery, my doctor stopped mid-checked. He looked at my scans and then looked back at me, and he said, there is a section of your cornea that is so thin that it could burst. If we go through it, the crosslink, you could lose your vision permanently. And of course, hearing that was gut-wrenching. I remember thinking, will I be able to drive? Will I be able to lift again? Will I still be able to compete in my first bodybuilding show? Everything I'd worked for suddenly felt fragile. We canceled the procedure and we flew back home, scared but determined to find a solution.
Lately I can see through these mirrors you've been thrown. Broken hearts and
The next few days were pretty heavy. Every time I looked in the mirror, I thought this could be it. So I walked a lot. And during those quiet walks, I started to realize that how much I'd taken my vision for granted. And not just sight, but how I viewed life. Sometimes you just don't realize how beautiful things are until you're forced to slow down. Then came October 27th, round 2. We flew back to Oʻahu for the real deal, my corneal transplant.
I'm out in Sin City with you on my mind. You're so damn pretty, got me all tongue-tied. Come run away with me while the stakes are high. When I feel like this, it's do or die.
It also happened to be the last day of Hawaiian Airlines, who would be flying under its old name. Kind of poetic, one chapter ending as another one began. I couldn't eat or drink before the surgery, but fasting was second nature by then.
If you can on the other side, I dare you to make me feel something.
We rented out a Kia Soul, hit Target, and stopped at Don Quijote, the largest Japanese store I'd always wanted to see. Rows of Japanese snacks, anime merch, Filipino food. It was pretty much like heaven. I even won a tiny Anya plush from Spy Family. She's been with me ever since, and she's just a little reminder, even on your hardest days, you can find something that can make you smile. We arrived back at Dole Cannery Mall, and it was go time. I changed into my gown, lay under those bright lights, and took a deep breath. I thought to myself, when I wake up, my life was going to change. Then, darkness. When I woke up, the surgery was over. I was groggy, wearing an eye shield, barely able to see, but I was alive and I was grateful and I was very calm. The next morning, my doctor smiled and said that surgery went perfectly. Those were the words that I wanted to hear, and they hit even harder than any PR I've ever said. And of course, we packed up, caught our flight home. Me half asleep behind an eye shield, but I'm finally at peace. When I landed and walked into the house, the first thing I did was order my favorite food of all time, chicken katsu curry. The first bite felt like home. A warm, familiar, comforting feeling. And if you ever want to win my heart, that's the secret, chicken katsu curry. It's been about 2 weeks since my corneal transplant, and I'm back in the gym. I'm not lifting any weights, but I'm just here, just walking, taking it slow, rebuilding the habit. It's strange being surrounded by weights and not touching them, but at the same time, it also feels very good. The gym has always been like a second home to me, and just being here makes me feel like I'm taking my life back piece by piece. Every step on the treadmill, it just felt like progress. Not physical strength, but mental. The kind of strength that comes from patience, from trusting the process, from knowing that every walk is one step closer to being myself again. 2 weeks post-op, no lifting yet, but I'm already leveling up in a different way. Now that I'm healing, my mission hasn't changed. If anything, it's a lot more clear than ever. I still plan to compete in my first bodybuilding show, but this is also time for me to grow more mature, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. The transplant didn't stop me, it just redefined me. And maybe that's what vision really is. Seeing not just what's in front of you, but what's within you. If you're going through something tough, a surgery, recovery, any form of setbacks, remember this. Sometimes life blinds you, not to punish you, but to help you see. You might lose sight for a little while, but when you finally open up your eyes, everything, your goals, your purpose, your heart, definitely becomes a lot more clear.